Oh. All right. We are here today doing our thing. And that thing is lighting. Making these pages look nice. What are you working on today?
I'm just gonna be working on the comic. I don't have really anything else to work on per se. I've just been planning out commission stuff.
That's fair. Hello there, Kid Pen. Yeah, I used to stream on Twitch quite a bit, but I switched over to YouTube, so
All right.
hopefully it isn't too confusing finding stuff. Hope you're doing well. What do I want to do?
All right, I'm live now and back.
Yeah.
Sorry about Tuesday. I completely forgot it was Tuesday.
The other person on the chat is my brother,
Hello.
Lors Anvil Art. Let me go and grab your channel real quick so that Kid Pen here can check you out.
All right. Let's see. You open up what I'm working on here.
There you go. You can check out his stuff. All right.
Where is it? L.
Let's see.
Okay. So, truthfully, yeah, that's fine.
Oops.
I guess I'm inking. Okay. There we go. All right. Let's see. Okay. We
Actually,
are
it would make-
inking. And we are going to use this guy here.
What is the...
Let me
Look.
do a little bit of a practice here.
Actually, no, it does make sense for it to be green.
Remember how to... What good sizes are. Probably 70.
We'll just
Oh,
do
this
that.
is 1200. It's not a good... That's... I'm working at 600 and I'm testing my ink at 1200. All right. Okay. So, we want to do this like this. This. How we are trained. Okay. that is a long pen for a thick. Which is technically fine, but kind of want to actually go up and down. Out.
I'm gonna try to see how many pages I can get done today.
Doing your coloring or what?
Yeah, doing coloring.
Whatever.
That's really strong.
That's way too much ink.
Yeah, I do like that.
I'll, I'm always tempted to add way more detail than I oughta.
Yeah. I have the opposite problem.
So I'm like, oh yeah, this is cartoon. This is more of a cartoony style.
Let's
Mm-hmm.
do. Oops.
So was it a good stream on Tuesday?
Actually, it was. It was a really active stream, I think. Is that that? Or was this... I don't remember.
I remember the last stream I was at was pretty active.
I think maybe that's what I'm thinking of. But either way, it was fun. Taxi stopped by. I got the spread page done. I really like how that came out. So, yeah, overall, it was a good one.
Oops.
Oops.
That and
Going back that down slightly.
oops. Well, I haven't inked with this pen in a while. I forgot how much I like this pen. Ink brush almost matte. I don't know. We're gonna assume that the light's coming from that way.
Oops.
Underneath.
We want to do that hand at the same time.
Actually, hold on. This is going to be colored, so I don't need to worry about that. Another thing I forget about is I work in black and white so often.
That reminds me, I need to get back into doing black and white pieces. They're so much fun.
They are, but I've been doing a lot of color too. But practice up on that.
Yeah, color's fun. That. Then we gotta do this. Man, there are just small things I would change about all these pages, but I don't know.
Yeah, always kind of.
That's always the case. Oh. Do this at the same time. Oops. Already taken me long enough.
Oops.
I still need to do the next 10 pages after this anyway, so... Oh, shoot. That's a problem. Why did I use the same color for that, dang it? Let's see.
That's just missing. That in there. Sad. Try and make this as thin as possible. Let's.
Oops.
All right, I need to remember to not do too much detail. It's supposed to be kind of a simpler style.
Okay, that's that layer done. Those two layers already looking better. That's good.
And
Let's see.
bring that up like that.
Do the shadows.
Sure, out there. I'll just do that. And then some here. Hanging down the back, like so, and like so. Okay, okay.
Maybe not that color. That actually doesn't make much sense because the light isn't coming from that side. That looks like black. That is black. I don't want black. I want just dark. You know, linear light isn't the right call for this. Let's do hard light. There we go. Maybe a little darker than that. All right, let's see here. Oh, I forgot to do something.
All right, and so
All right. There we go. Okay. Let's keep going. So this wouldn't be, but this totally would.
And go here, grab this guy, back to this. I feel like it's a little thin. Oops.
Maybe hard light isn't the play here. See what pin light looks like. A little too strong. Maybe overlay. That's really strong there.
Wait a minute. Good grief.
Oh, that's tricky.
Forgot to do a pretty important line. A link there in the sketch. It's kind of funny.
Let's just do overlay for now. Good light coming from this side. Striking there, but all of for the most part. Let's see.
I mean, that wasn't supposed to be there. It's supposed to be like here. Something on weird.
Yeah, that looks.
Oops.
Oh, come off. I think I can just do this. That. Actually, that would make sense.
That looks good. I can Nah, that's fine.
That's coming up forward, so yeah. Okay.
I don't really need to worry about certain details there. This guy's text box
That just looks really boring.
will be there.
That's better. That's more exciting. Let's keep it cool. We're actually gonna do that. Sure.
Very long job.
Okay, let's see here. Honestly, pretty much the entire thing would be drenched in dark.
Gotta do all those little here.
Okay, let me do this now and have an idea for. Oh, well, I'll worry about that later. Whoops. There it goes. Okay. Very sensitive.
Very human. Design is very human, yes.
That's all drenched in light. This part of the hood, you would see a bit more shadow on. His arm would be
Maybe I can use that line there.
that.
Yeah, come on. No, I got that backwards. Alright, do like that for now.
We need to select the area in there. Do that. Okay. This guy, we're just gonna kind of drench pretty much all of that in shadow. That's too strong as well. There we go. Let's see here. Here. Okay, that's good enough for that. You and you. You're gonna do shadow. Actually.
Real quick. Go over some lines. Ooh. And just hold that up just a little bit. Oh, and give them kind of the tails on the hair.
All right.
This one now. We go there. Got here. Dang it. Ah, dang it. All right. Ooh. Okay, so let's give him lashes.
Let's do that. Other than the sleeve, I don't think there's anything. Shadow here. Sure. Whoa.
It's in. This is done. Oops. And, oops. And, Really liking that nose all that much. But oh well. Um, uh, and I can do that coloring. Bugging me. Do this nose.
It's gonna have a shadow to it.
There we go. That's better. Looks good to me.
This mask is once again covered.
Do 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 do. Ding 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 ding. Okay. Oops.
Okay, we'll call that good for the shadows. Now,
Something like this. Bring this up like this. Wow, it's arm. That's super long. That is kind of creepy looking.
let's see here. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Although, okay. Pin light. Yeah, it gives it a little bit more of a dynamic flare. Although, actually, no.
Do this.
Because it's going back further, I actually
This.
want.
This.
I do want that, yeah. Let's see. So now we can do the skies. Oh, one thing I can do for this page is an overlay. That'll help to tie things together.
This.
There we go. That looks nicer. See this blue soft light and a orange overlay. There we go. Actually, I just realized I don't have an overlay here. There we go. Makes the color a little bit more cohesive. How's the teaching going? Teaching's going good. Things are moving along. I wish that my multimedia class would have a little bit, I wish we had a little bit more resources in my multimedia class. Be able to show, you know, photo manipulating and stuff like that, but work with what we got. So it's going all right. Slightly pinkish clouds. Yeah, I like to add a little bit of color. Got to get that, you know, kind of sunset vibe for your clouds and such. Boy, that overlay really helps. I always forget to do the overlay, and it really kind of just makes all the color a little bit more cohesive and blend a little bit better across the page, which is nice. Speaking of which, I think it's a... Oh, well, we need to do the sky here. So...
You're right.
What are you hearing?
Yeah, it sounded like someone was outside doing something, but you know, I'm on the second floor. Might be a bird messing with stuff.
Probably.
Those woodpeckers, man, they've been pecking on all sorts of stuff. They start pecking on metal.
Yeah.
I don't remember if that was this morning or yesterday, but clunk, clunk, clunk. It's like, gee, I don't think you're gonna get anywhere with that one, but they keep hitting it. Maybe they like the noise.
I think that actually is a thing for woodpeckers. What color am I gonna do?
They try every year. They don't seem to get anywhere, thank goodness, on this building, but who knows? Maybe some point they will.
So really a lot. Recently saw a post talking about background designs for animation needing to learn how to not use blending layers because it's a nightmare for compositing team. You know, it's kind of funny. I do backgrounds for some people, and I use a lot of blending layers. Haven't gotten any complaints yet. I think that they've had to like get creative with some of the compositing that they do. Some of the blending layers don't translate quite, but still, that might be a problem. But I can see how that would be sort of a hassle. Oops. I'm certainly not a background artist. I don't consider myself really a background artist. Professionally, anyway. Do I want to do this? It definitely helps to kind of bring out some interesting colors, that's for sure. And so that's why I use it a lot. Oops.
Like
Funny enough, though, actually, the animated film I made a few years back, I actually no, I did use blend. I absolutely used blending layers, but I baked everything in that I wanted essentially. So I didn't. I just used very simple single individual images to just handle the backgrounds. I didn't do anything fancy with compositing as far as backgrounds go. I don't care for that actually. Yeah, we'll just do that. Okay. But one thing I am gonna do is I am gonna do a technique done before. But I'm gonna do upper layer. Bigger. There we go. And we're gonna do yeah. Which does work. Honestly, though, I just figured I would give the option for toying with the layer to the compositing team for them to kind of mess around with. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't do that. What did I just do? No, don't do that. Eh. Something like that. Very subtle color. But it breaks up the monotony of white backgrounds. Reminds you that you're outside. Oops. Oh, oops. Back this way. Let's go ahead and... Oh, there's a bunch of colors.
Yeah.
That's... Yeah, okay. Oh, shoot. Hold on. How do I... There we go. Yes. I just... No. Oh, why? Hold on. There we go. Okay, that's what I wanted. All right. And still... let's pull up to kind of a seafoam green. And we're going to pull into the darker purples. Not quite that. Let's go. That. Yeah, if you're like really building up your layers, usually if I'm doing, truth be told, when I'm painting, I'm fairly minimal with my blending layers. I tend to like to stick to, depending on what I'm doing, I like to stick to as few layers as possible. Give it a more
I like to try and do it on one.
Yeah. I've done single layer paintings and stuff like that. And it kind of helps with cohesion in the image. Forces you to have to think about it a bit more strategically, which helps.
Also, you don't have to worry about painting on the wrong layer.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's like, yeah, it's all the same layer. No problem.
Let's see here. Okay, let's go ahead and apply the overlay. And we are going to use the same overlays as over here, so we can actually just copy these. There it is. Yeah, okay, that looks nice. Yeah, okay. Man, those overlays just make that color sing. That was what I was missing. Okay, on to the next page. This one hopefully will be a little bit quicker. We'll see. I say. Knowing full well this is going to take so much longer than I would hope. Let's go ahead and grab our two primaries. Oops. Oops. There we go.
Oh, I see. That's all right.
All right. Let's try the linear light thing again. Oops. Okay, I don't think. Let's just do overlay shadows. Why not? For now, at least. Yeah, we'll do that. Whoops. Wait. Okay, good. Let me see something real quick. I turn off the shadows.
Right. Page is done. Although
Nice.
I wonder if I can. Wonder if I could do.
We're gonna actually back the shadows off here a touch. It's a little strong.
Inking for it, anyways. All right.
Let's do hard light. Hard light shadows look nice.
What's the next page? This one was penciled. Yeah, these were penciled with me not. I think I've got to add a lot of detail, even though I did pencil them like that. I forgot. I just enjoy penciling so much that I added all these pencils.
I wish I enjoyed penciling. It'd make my life so much easier.
Alright, so that's what's inking next time. Boop. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and call it here for my stream.
Alright.
Because I do have stuff that I need to do off stream. Get that all together. So, for those who tuned in, thanks.
Don't forget to follow. We stream every week.
Unless I forget.
Unless we forget, yes. That
Which
does
is literally
on occasion happen.
what happened on Tuesday. I completely forgot the stream. Because I forgot it was Tuesday. But anyway. Let's see. All right. I'll be back on Tuesday with The Animated Moon and normal business hours. 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. We usually do 2-hour streams, but I'm cutting it short because I need to work on some other stuff.
Yep.
All right. I'll see you guys later.
Catch ya. Let's see. Definitely give Lord's Anvil Art a follow. We got stuff on its way. Of course, it takes a little while, but what else is new? To answer your question there, Kidpen, a very good question. I would say, truth be told, I actually kind of fell in love, as far as animation goes specifically, I fell in love with cleanup, actually, because it's, like, I never saw myself being into cleanup, because it's, you know, really, like, you know, you're just cleaning up lines, right? It takes forever, blah, blah, blah. But it's actually really, like, kind of relaxing, because you don't have to think too hard. You do have to, like, be conscious, so it's not, like, mindless. But it's not like, oh my gosh, I have to, like, think animation, you know, and everything like that. Though I really do, once I get into the flow of animation, I do really enjoy that as well. But once I like really get into the flow, and I'm really feeling it out. As far as comics go, probably, I mean, the way I do comics is weird because I can actually show you. So this is my, we can turn everything else off. So the blue lines are my thumbnails. These aren't penciling, these are thumbnails. And then the black is, of course, my inks. I don't do penciling for this style of comic. I just go straight to ink because I don't want to do penciling. And the reason is because, like, when I draw, I'm drawing kind of the final line. And so, like, my logic is, well, if I'm doing the final line, I might as well just do everything else, you know, like, or just, like, do the final line and then call it a day, right? Instead of having to go back over it and spend a whole other month doing that. I think if I was getting, like, paid for this stuff, I probably would be more inclined to pencil because it does give a better result, and I can't argue with that, and it kind of sucks. But as it stands, you know, I'm trying to kind of do this semi-quickly. So, unfortunately, it does mean that the line art isn't 100% what I would like it to be. So it's like 80% there in terms of the line work, I would say. Sometimes I get it pretty dang close. This is like 90 to 95% the way I wanted this page to come out as far as the line work goes, because I put a lot of effort into, you know, the little bits and bobs and stuff like that. And, you know, when it comes to one page after the other, you know, these are just individual panels at the end of the day. It's about the page overall. But I do still kind of wish I could put a little bit more time in just to get that extra just polish, you know. But you got to choose your battles. I have too many things I want to do. After I finish this project, I've got more I'm going to be getting on top of, so there's always more work to be done. That's kind of the battle. Goodness, this is the hardest part for me. I think that's kind of run of the mill, honestly, because like it is the most daunting part of the task, right? It's the part where it's like, oh, you got to figure it out from scratch. You know, it's that's a lot of work. That's a serious amount of work right there. There we go. That's better. And you know, you don't know for sure if it's going to turn out and all that jazz. There's a lot of uncertainty when it comes to the initial sketch, and it's where I would say most of the frustration comes from. But I wouldn't call it the most challenging part. I would call it I'd put that on, actually, truth be told, storyboards. Storyboards are one of those things where like they're deceptively challenging, you know. I remember it took me about 3 months to nail down the storyboards for my short film based on this comic, Blanking. Or rather, the comic is based on the short film, I guess. But it took me about 3, and I could only work on it like a couple hours out of the day. It was so exhausting. Clean enough pencils. Yeah, absolutely. You have to be pretty quick. With the process. Like I said, at the end of the day, it's you know, it's just a part of the page, right? It's one aspect of the page. But yeah, I would love to do more storyboarding in the future, but man, it is so exhausting. And being kind of distracted with the comic makes it hard to not necessarily find the time. I have the time, I just don't have the energy. I gotta kind of work on that. Gotta get better sleep. Composition, yeah, exactly. Well, and just communicate everything and the flow of everything and the timing of everything. Storyboarding is hard, man. It is hard to do good storyboarding, like really, really good storyboarding. I don't know how some people do it, man. There's one of my friends. She works on Hell of a Boss, I think. Yeah, and she is wicked fast. It's crazy how fast she is. Just has that just dialed in figures and stuff like that. It's just crazy watching her draw. It's one thing I've always struggled with, unfortunately, is my sense of, or rather the solidity in my sense of design, I guess. I always feel like I'm reinventing the wheel, so to speak. When I draw, it's like every time I draw, it's almost like I'm it's a whole new approach, essentially, which isn't great for if you're trying to find an effective method. It's good for like experimentation. You always get an interesting result, which is part of what really drives me. But it's not so great if you're like, you know, trying to talk to an employer and be like, oh yeah, I could totally, without a doubt, nail this process because I've developed this process, right? And that's what I'm trying to kind of fix, if you will, or at least work on with this comic, is like developing process that is semi-standardized. That's why I'm using the same blending modes and such for the colors and everything like that, with minor deviation. It's just kind of developing that style. I want to give this a bit more shape. That actually is something I really need to work on, though, is particularly in animation. It's been a while since I sat down and animated. I miss it. But again, distracted and all that. It's hard not to be stubborn and trying to be unique versus clear. Yeah. Well, it's especially, it's like, you know, you know that you can, like, pull something really different out, right? Like you're on the cusp of, like, you're always on the cusp of reinvention. But if you're not careful, that can kind of, I wouldn't say necessarily lead you astray, but it can be very distracting. Oops. Dang it. Keep doing that. That. Let's see here. I'm gonna try to get a third page done today. I think I should be able to. This page will be a little bit intensive because you have a lot of elements, but I should be able to do it. And this page will look a lot nicer once I get the colors properly lit. We're almost done with this one as is, so that's good. Let's see here. Okay, shadows, so light's hitting this side. So we are actually, she's actually not going to have a whole lot of shadows on her face. So for maybe right here-ish. This is warm. This is, I don't even know if that's necessary, honestly. Actually, more of her face would be drenched in shadow. Oh, then this isn't making a ton of sense. Okay. So shadows on the backside here. I mean, I like the drama of these shadows, so I'm okay with that. But if the shadows are casting on this side, that means that the sun's coming from this side. That would mean actually her like face and stuff like that would be in shadow. what happens if we really kind of push that? This turn. Oh, one second. Yeah, that was kind of confusing. I need to get rid of this first. Let's just see what it looks like. Oh, that's on. I have on lights. Why am I on lights? Actually, I think I could keep that. Oh, I like how dramatic that is, actually. But if that's the case... Well, now hold on. Because isn't really a whole lot of shadows going on here is the only thing. I mean, they could have moved her and maybe, like... Yeah, you know what? Him standing over her, that makes sense. That's a logical process for the shadow to come from. What about... I'll do that. I do like how dramatic that is. And then even more so on this scene, him standing over her. Although it does kind of push... One second. I've used this technique before, where I bring the eyes through. It emphasizes the eyes, which is exactly what I want. Because they're the important part of this scene. But we are going to actually... There we go. Okay. And I think maybe I want to clear up this touch. Do that. Oh, wait. How can I do that? Oh, I have an idea. There we go. Oops. There. There we go. And actually, I do like how that brings the eyes out more. I might, though. Because I don't like it pressing up against the, and there we go. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, is that... Alright, I didn't use highlights last... I think I'm going to hold off on highlights. The highlight layer is a layer I use to really, like, bloom out the color a bit. If I turn that off here, let's see. So that's what I kind of use that highlight layer for, because I like just that overwhelming kind of like pop that it gives. I didn't use it for everything. I might put it there actually, but just for certain things, just because, you know, exposure and stuff like that, I really like to blow out color using the exposure. But I think I'm gonna hold. Well, no, hold on. Add glow. The way we do this is we go here, we unselect the shadows, we go here, here. And then, actually, we go a little bit brighter. And we kind of pull it back. I like that, actually. Yeah, it helps to give that just overwhelming bloom, you know. That I take a lot of inspiration from, if you've ever seen like screenshots or ever played the game Ico, that game has a tremendous amount of oh, I see. Bloom to it. It uses bloom like crazy, and it just gives us a really cool effect. Do I want to add that? I don't think I want to add that to this page, though. I think this one, it makes more sense. And really only there and there, because this sequence is sort of intentional. I'm trying to create kind of intentional contrast. Actually, I'm gonna... I need to take that, but definitely here, so the eyes pop a bit more. Okay, that was Simon the Magpie. His album of Toys. Can't listen to that. That's gonna get me dinged, which sucks. Whatever. We'll just do. Called Ico, I-C-O. Other people call it Eco, but Ico is cooler to me. Where's the full album? Here we are. That'll do. Actually, am I on main display? I am on main display. I can actually bring up a quick screenshot of the game. It's a good one. This one kind of shows you. Actually, truth be told, oh, here's a good one. So this is kind of what I'm talking about, where just there's this overwhelming light, this overexposure that really just kind of blows out the scene. And it just gives a really cool atmosphere. So kind of these softer tones and stuff. Ooh, that's actually a really cool painting. I like that. Oh yeah, this is a iconic shot. Yeah, it has kind of an underground following, and I actually watched an interesting video that talked about the influence that it's had over the years. And of course, if you don't know, it's the prequel / sequel to Shadow of the Colossus. Came out before. I think it came out in 2001, if I'm not mistaken. Which is really incredible for just the scope of this game. It's very cool. But yeah, it's kind of funny because like growing up, no one ever heard of Ico. It's one of those games that really flew under the radar, which is a shame. But it's certainly gained a. Actually, I might want to. Certainly gained recognition in more recent years. Still not necessarily super known, but I do like that. But that's really strong. Yeah, we'll go with it. I kind of like how it changes the scene as well. It's like this almost transition. Speaking of which, let's use that principle to our advantage here. Nah, that doesn't work. All right. Yes, so that studio, subsidiary of Sony, but it's called Team Ico. That's because the first game that they made was Ico. So now you know why they're called that, essentially. And yeah, I haven't played Lost Guardian. I really want to because I remember back in the day. It's crazy to think about this. Like, I remember watching okay, let's call this a page here. Watching a trailer from 2009. Yeah, but we're gonna from like it was from 2000. I watched it back in like 2011 or something like that. 2010. And then the game actually came out in like 2017. I'm like, are you kidding? That game was in production for like 10 years. We hadn't heard anything about it. And I'm like losing my mind, and everyone's just like, oh yeah, I guess I just came out. I'm just like over here like freaking, my head's exploding because I'm like, it actually came out. Like, what the heck? It skipped an entire generation. Yeah, I haven't really seen a whole. I watched one video on it. Kind of wish I hadn't, honestly, because I want to just go in and play it at some point. But I don't have a PS4, so who knows when that'll happen. This page is done. Okay. This is not the next page. 5, 6. Here we go. Okay. So, more of the same. This is actually going to be drenched in shadow, if that's the case. I hate this hand. I'm just going to say it. I really don't like this hand, but I can't be bothered. This one's all right. This hand's all right. Little bit weird on the heel there, on the palm. These hands came out pretty good. I actually do like how these... Well, I like how these two hands came out. But, oh well. Let's see. But I would say that that's probably one of the most influential things on my artwork. Oh, I have to. Okay. Well, there's an easy way to do this. Actually, you know, there's an easier way to do this, but whatever, I'm almost done here. Which, it's really funny to think that, like, the most influential things on my art style are probably mostly video games. But I have no real interest in making games. Like, it's not something I'm really gutting for. Oh, that's shadows. I want darks. Darks. Where's the lights? Lights here. There we go. Over here. Okay, so darks. Right here. Oh, I need to do a pin light. Because pin light helps to put a little bit more color in. That's not like that. Something like that. Lights. That. Oh. Add glow. That's why I use a lot of add glow, actually, is because add glow really helps to sell, well, that glow. Yeah, hands can be a pain. They're fun, so long as you're drawing poses that are fairly minimal. But a lot of the poses I'm doing, you know, open fingers and stuff like that, that's tricky stuff. These poses and whatnot. This wasn't too bad. This was pretty easy. The thumb is a little funny, but don't look at that. And then up here as well, the thumb's a little funny there. The pinky's funny. Same story over here. This one isn't too bad, but yeah, it could be better. All right. Yeah, these aren't exactly good people. These are, you ran into an interesting crowd on this one. Actually, hold on. This is not the kind of world you want to just go wandering around in. Oh, dang it! I forgot to do the sky stuff. I'll do that later. I'm just gonna do the flats, or not flats, but the lighting scene. I just realized I probably should back that down a touch. The next page is going to be fun. Oh, I didn't do the trees. Whoops. I'll have to flat the trees, I guess. Man. There's a lot of stuff I forgot. Yeah. Anyway. That'll be for tomorrow, or whenever I get to it. That's interesting. Darks. Lights. I'm pretty happy with how effective this method is, though, for getting the look I want as quickly as I can. That's handy. Okay, now. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Yeah. Darks. Oops. Okay. Okay. All right. So now we go. Oops, that's one too low. Shadows, and we're doing hard light now. Hard light works. Okay, back this off. Yeah, okay. Okay. They don't really need any shadows. Put one there. Although maybe I will. Hold on. Hold on. And we'll do that. Yeah, I won't worry about that. He's standing out in the sun anyway. So this side we can. Let's give that a shot. That'll work. Let's smooth that. Time is it? 8:05? Alright. And let's make the rest of this pretty damn quick. Because I'm hungry. No, it really isn't making much sense. I actually think that we would see it more like this. Come off, man. There we go. Come on. You can- Something like that. Okay, that's better. You are gonna be... Deselect you, deselect you, deselect you. That should do. There we go. Actually, I also forgot to do the cast shadows on a couple other pages, but whatever. We'll go back and do that at a later date. You are basically just drenched in shadow, so we'll... something like that, and then you are much the same story, only that. Technically, I do need to do a proper shine on the metal. because that's how I do the metal. We'll do that in another pass, because I need to figure out a technique. Okay, so now, okay. I may need to call it a little early. I might just finish up the shadows and then move on. Because I'm hungry. I don't know what I'm going to have for dinner, though. I had ramen last night with some homemade stock and some nice beef. Oh, that was good. That was very good. I'm looking forward to that again. I still got the other half of that beef cut up, so going to be another really good meal at some point. I do have chicken broth, so I could do chicken ramen. But, oh wait, I don't have chicken thighs. I'll probably do burritos tonight. Yeah, beef ramen. Beef ramen is very good. Okay, yeah, that's nice and intimidating. There we go. And actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Oops. I'm actually going to do a double shadow. Just to kind of really push that. Maybe not pin light, maybe like... hard light. Or vivid light. There we go. Although, actually, hold on. Before I do that, I want to make sure that the shadows are in their final position. Onions and cheese. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I mean, you put cheese on, or you have cheese with anything, it's gonna make that meal a whole point grade up. Had stir fry the other night that I made. It had extra rice, egg fried rice, specifically. That was good. That actually came out really good. I used a lot of teriyaki sauce. And now I don't have any rice. Although if I make burritos, then I'm going to have more rice. Or I could use my beef and have it with, well, I could have a rice and bean beef burrito. That sounds pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds, I think I'm gonna do that. That sounds really good. Okay, I think that's the final shape I want for shadow. There we go. Yeah, that just gives it this intimidate. I like that. That's good. That's good. And then go back down to shadows. Her arm from here, pretty much down. Like all of this is going to be in shadow, pretty much. Except for maybe the tips of her fingers. But for now. Yeah, we'll do tips of the fingers here. There we go. But I am also going to bring a bit of this out of the shadow as well. Maybe not, actually. Maybe like that. Something like that, maybe. Then actually, I'm going to select you, go up here, get you. Yeah, that looks okay. That's working. Shadow. Yeah. Okay, that works. And I actually kind of like the idea of her being in the sun now. Oh, dang it. There we go. Yeah, that'll work. Well, I am awfully hungry. Helps me to stay focused. Plus, I usually only stream from 6 to 8, and right now it is 8:18, so I'm a little over schedule right now. But that's all right. This has been a pretty productive stream, so that makes me pretty happy. We are going to select all of you. Do that. There we go. And select that. As well as the blood. Which I might need to do something a little bit more interesting for that blood. Oh. Hold on. There we go. So it doesn't really look like blood right now. So we're gonna kind of get it like a vividness. Okay, I gotta, as blood comes out. I did blood in the first chapter. 1 second. Let me go. Let's go take a look at the first chapter here. That was the second to last page. This is the thumbs. I don't want the thumbs. Second to last page. I think that was page 20. Also did a bit with texture. Okay, I really went kind of dark on the blood. I used a lot of different techniques for this one. Even gave it some shine there. And there's the base color for it. Actually, these are some of my favorite panels. Okay, there's the, okay, here we are. So up we go. So that's the there. So pin light kind of adds a layer to it. I may have to go back and look at take a closer look at these pages and remember my technique a bit more. Because there are certain things that I did that I can't remember how I did that I really like in these pages. So it looks like it was just a matter of really shading and then some nice overlays of the lighting and such to help give that nice transition. But taking that into account, let's take a closer look at this. Let's think about this a bit. We're actually, you know what? It makes sense that this would be more in shadow itself. Actually, we're going to, because it's under her chin. So let's. And let's just see what happens if we oh whoa, that's the wrong. That's really dark and gives an awfully strange tone. Also, it wouldn't go that far. I'm realizing. I don't even know if it would go that far. Oops. I'm not super convinced by that, but oh well, for now. Okay, maybe vivid light isn't the play, but how about hard light? Select all of you. We're gonna, well, let's just see what happens. I do think it needs a little extra something. Let's try this. Boy, I may need to take a break from this page. Really? Okay. You know, I'm going to call it there. I did get 3 pages more or less done, aside from a few things. I may need to take another look at the colors, though, because there's certain elements here that I really like. Especially here. I really like how this panel came out. These 2 panels. This one. Yeah. Yeah. Some pages just aren't going to have the same pizzazz, but I don't know. I think I could do a little bit more. I need to do cast shadows here and stuff like that as is. This is a lot cleaner, but I'm not sure I 100% like that. The colors are more polished, I suppose. Either way, I am going to call it here. By the way, if you haven't already, if you would like to read the comic, it's over on my site, TheAnimatedMoon.com. Should be a link actually down below. The first chapter's done. This is the second chapter, so. I really like how this one came out for now. There's a couple things I want to do actually looking at it. Yeah. Yeah, there's just a couple things. There's always just a couple things, isn't there? Anyway, let's go ahead and wrap it up. And we'll be back on this on Tuesday. And hopefully by then I'll have a lot more pages done. Who knows? Maybe I'll actually have the rest of these done. Yeah, I just feel like it's missing a little something extra. Anyway, yeah, that's it. We'll be back on Tuesday. We're going to be continuing this. Let's see, is there anything else? Hopefully, we're going to have this first part of chapter 2 done by next month. Like, hopefully, like early next month. After the color is all done, I just need to do lettering, and lettering goes pretty quick. And then I need to do the cover, actually. So that'll take a few days. Yeah, thanks for stopping by there, Kidpen. Really do appreciate it. Always awesome to have company. It was a pretty quiet day today, but that's all right. Sometimes that's kind of nice. So, yeah, hope you stop by again. Good luck with cleanup animation and all that jazz. I know how tedious that stuff can be, but I also know how rewarding it is. So, yeah. All right. That being said, until next time, catch you later and have a good night.